every morning with drive. Being on the grind, know I had to survive. We had to win. Started from the dirt and the rubble. I had to be the needle that was popping your bubble.
Hello and welcome into the Rookie Prospect Profile Series. This is a Zilla Fantasy Elite production. If you've been enjoying these videos on the rookie prospects and the machine learning aspect of it, smash that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any future videos. Today we're going to be looking at running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. in both the RStudio and neural network model for running backs. Tyrone Tracy Jr. was drafted at number 166 overall in the 5th round by the New York Football Giants. They are coming into the league having played college football for both Iowa Hawkeyes and the Purdue Boilermakers. Actually, I think they transitioned from wide receiver into a running back in their final season in college. Let's go look at their physical traits. We see Tyrone Tracy comes in at 209 pounds at 5'11", giving us a BMI of 29.1. Did run a 4.48 in the 40-yard dash, giving us a speed score of 103.8. Pretty solid there. So we're going to put those numbers along with some of his college numbers into the RStudio model, and we'll see what pops out on the other end. And we do see here Tyrone Tracy 12.718 in the in the RStudio model here. That is in the 45th percentile and ranks 179 out of 327 running backs in the RStudio model's database. Again, that is the 45.3 percentile. All right, let's go look at those closest comparables to him. Taking his spots in there, should Tyrone Tracy be in the database, he would replace Wendell Smallwood. So Wendell Smallwood is the closest comparable there. The next 5 above that would be Paul Perkins, Mark Walton, Peyton Hillis, Jay Proche, and Alex Collins. The next 5 worse than that: Elijah McGuire, Cameron Artis-Payne, Jonathan Grimes, Tony Pollard, and Devontae Booker. I do find the Tony Pollard comp very, very interesting. I think they have very similar physical profiles and very good, pass catching profiles. Obviously, Tyrone Tracy used to play wide receiver in college, so very, very interesting seeing Tony Pollard down there. And I think he maybe could have a similar career arc where he finds himself just as a backup to someone his entire career, and then perhaps gets an opportunity in season 4, season 5 to, get his shot to be the main back for one season. So very interesting there. Let's now switch from that RStudio model and see if we can't get into the neural network model to see how good Tyrone Tracy will be in that particular model. All right, not looking good for him. Higher end is a little bit better though, suggesting maybe he's more of the low floor, high ceiling variety. His minimum rank at 23, his 90th percentile rank at 16, maximum rank 19, kind of suggestive of that. Mean and median sitting at 9.6 and 9.55 respectively. Good for 23rd in the class out of 31 running backs this season. Maximum output for those not watching the show, 14.57. Historical comps, who is hitting the 9.5 range for their career best? Do we see anybody in that particular range? And these are the running backs with a career best between 9.38, which is Khalil Herbert, and 9.8, which is Jalen Richard. We have Khalil Herbert, Peyton Barber, Jaquiz Rogers, Cam Akers, Rob Kelly, Charkandrick West, Jeremy Langford, and Jalen Richard, as I had mentioned before. Jeremy Langford, maybe not too bad of a comp there. Looking like he's similar build, similar stature to Tyrone Tracy there. Kind of interesting ones there. Not the super inspiring list of people there for his median outcome. Let's go look at his maximum output, 14.5. I know we have a lot of people in that range in terms of prospects right in the 14.5 range, but we're going to go look at all of the running backs. These are all between 14.4 and 14.7 in their career best output. We have Tim Hightower, Jay Ajayi, Antonio Gibson, Bijan Robinson, Marlon Mack, Lamar Miller, Giovanni Bernard, Tariq Cohen, LeGarrette Blount, Carlos Hyde, Ramondre Stevenson, Cordero Patterson, and Tevin Coleman. Kind of interesting seeing Antonio Gibson in there, who also played wide receiver in college and then transitioned to running back in the NFL. So similar, perhaps, profile to Antonio Gibson. So maybe he's this year's Antonio Gibson, but I don't think he's going to get a ton of playing time right away. I think he does have an opportunity there with the Giants on that squad, just having to replace Devin Singletary, but it sounds like he's more of a raw prospect there, and it might take him a little bit to get going. Well, hopefully the RStudio model here and the machine learning model give you a little bit of additional confidence to be drafting some of these players, or maybe avoiding them in some of your drafts going forward. That's going to do it for today's rookie prospect profile on Tyrone Tracy Jr. This is presented by Zilla Fantasy Elite. Thanks for tuning in.